Alright guys, some of the accessories that I left off in the earlier video, I kind of wanted to show you that are kind of nice to have. They're a bonus, but the first one, and I can't show it in the screen, it does have heads-up display, which is kind of cool. I can maybe show you the screen down there, but it'll show a few different things. It'll show the radio you're listening to, the speed, what the speed limit is. This one will even show like your degrees your truck's tilting, like if you're off-road and stuff like that. So there's cool options with the heads-up display. Your dash here, your instrument cluster, you can change that to do I think 3 or 4 different views, the old-fashioned way, some of the newer ways on the screen. So kind of cool with that. The thing I like the most is the nice screen, and I like this one over even the Sierra. The Sierra one's a little more, I think, farther down, and so it's a little more awkward. This one's about perfect where it's at for you to view it and mess with it. And you can have a split screen like this, or you can swipe it all the way. If I can get it going, I just tap it and it'll bring you the full screen, which is kind of neat, just if you're trying to just see a big area on the map. It does have the cameras, so I told you earlier video, there's a bunch of camera views you can adjust to see different angles. This one will show you, like if you're hooking up the trailer, the front of the truck. This one I like, which shows the tires on the side of the truck. So if you're pulling up next to a curb or something like that, we use this one the most in the Cadillac, so we don't touch the wheels. Some of these drive-throughs are tight, so I just run this view so you can see, where your tires are compared to the ground. You have your hitch view, and then this is a different view of the tires, again, if you want a full screen. And then there is the one I like also, is the bed view, which is up there kind of where your third brake light is. So it's got some cool camera views, which make it pretty handy, especially if you're hauling something in there and you just want to peek back at it, especially when you have this mirror. You don't really see what's in your bed, and that's kind of nice. And that's the next thing, is the rear view mirror uses the camera. You can flip this switch and take it to an actual mirror, but I like running the camera view. That's a little cleaner view, and even with the rain and stuff, it still works pretty good. So I don't have issues with it. So I do like the little wider view, and I don't have to worry about, this would be my view if I was using my mirror. So it's just a little cleaner view. Let's see what else. Down here you have the climate controls, and you can adjust them manually, or you can do, since this is Android, you can say, hey Google, set my climate temperature to 75, and she will
Sure. Changing the temperature for the driver to 75 degrees.
So it can do a few fancy little things. I don't use it. I'm too lazy and I like to be quick, so I'll just turn it to where I want it. But it can do a few things that you tell it to. Let's see what else. That has power folding mirrors, which that's nothing fancy. A lot of vehicles do that. You bring them in like that. If you lock it, it'll do that too. But it's nice if you're parking on the street and you got a tight area, and don't want somebody banging into your mirrors. The other controls, like over here, you have your lights. I told you about my mirror lights. That would be this one. You turn your lights on. That's your light over your bed. Adjust your brightness in here on your cluster. Then you have your 4 high, 4 low, trailer mode, and then you do have your like sport, and if you're wanting to drive normal or eco. And then there's the controls for that heads-up display to change some of the settings there. And then you have on this side your trailer controls. If you're pulling a trailer, you can adjust the the brake on your trailer. If you're familiar with that, I won't really go into that. Let's see up here. I think I showed you all these in the other video. You got your power tailgate, traction control, downhill, locking your 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive. When you're in cruise, you can have it, keep you in the lanes. One other cool thing is you got your glove box, but this has like a hidden button, and you can tap this, and then you'll have more storage in here. So that's a cool little feature that most people don't know about, with that little storage there. Let's see. Steering wheel. I showed you the paddle shifters, and then you have your volume and change your channel on the back of that, which is nice. On the front of this one, it has your cruise control, heated steering wheel. You can adjust how far you want your car to see the other car, so it will alert you if you're getting, say 3 car lengths away instead of 2 car lengths away. Kind of nice. On this side, that's your speaker for your phone and talk to OnStar, and then these controls will run you through all that menu I was talking about earlier. And then the let's see what else. I think that's most of what I wanted to cover on the front up here, but I'll see what else we got and get back with you. Okay, one thing I remembered was you have your heated and cooled seats, and you have different, you can set it real hot, medium, low. So that's pretty neat. You can do the upper and lower. You can do just the upper, and then you can do the cooled seats. Cooled seats are kind of cool in the summer. They're not a big thing to have. The thing I want to tell you that's a big thing to have is if you have other people driving your vehicle, is the memory seats. You have your 1, 2, so if I drive it, I have my seat all the way back, one of the kids hops in and they're shorter, they would hit button 2, and that would adjust the mirrors, adjust everything. So it's kind of handy, so you don't have to sit there and do it manually every time, and that's one of the features that I probably use the most or like the most between it and the Cadillac, since we're in and out of them differently. So but that's about everything for now. I want to say thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day.